Hey everyone, it's Chris with RagingGazebo.com, and today we're diving into the adventure of the iconic web-swinging superhero from Insomniac Games, Marvel's Spider-Man. Players dive into the agile world, taking on the reins as Spider-Man in a bit of a different take from the standard approach on the beginning of the adventure. Rather than experiencing the beginnings of how Peter Parker became the web-slinging wall crawler, players are introduced to a veteran Spider-Man. Spidey has been at it for several years, taking down villains, gangs, and thugs throughout the sprawling metropolis of Manhattan. However, just because Insomniac's Spidey is a more experienced superhero doesn't mean players won't be learning new abilities, constructing new gadgets, or unlocking new skills. While Peter Parker may be adjusted to his new lifestyle as Manhattan's protector, it doesn't mean there's not still plenty of new things to learn along the way. What will grab players right off the bat when taking the dive into Spider-Man's shoes is the incredibly satisfying, acrobatic feel of swinging through the city. While simultaneously feeling authentic, with Spidey's webs only attaching to available structures in the vicinity, the way web swinging works is almost therapeutic and gives the player absolute freedom of traversal. The entire process of swinging is simple, yet all too rewarding. One simple hold of the R2 button allows Spidey to swing, while releasing the button releases the web. It's this tireless action that creates a gratifying feeling while players sift through the tall skyscrapers that litter New York City. But along with a simple one-button tactic of web swinging also comes a flurry of other maneuvers to keep the traversal incredibly dynamic. That's not to take away from the acrobatic and agile combat, however. While web swinging through the city strikes a chord of therapeutic freedom, the combat in Spider-Man is about as aggressively flowing that you could hope for. With a take on what Rocksteady was able to accomplish within the Arkham Batman series, Insomniac takes it one step further as Spider-Man allows for more aerial combat and ranged situations. Striking down groups of enemies with fierce melee attacks, utilizing high-tech gadgets like the electric web or throwable bombs, and the helpful usage of the diverse selection of suit powers, fighting as an untouchable superhero feels as brilliant as ever. But where the combat really begins to shine is the numerous ways to customize your approach using the special suit powers and mods. Out of the over 30 suits to unlock, each one comes with a special suit power. And suit powers aren't only tied down to a specific suit, allowing players to mix and match between different powers with alternate looks for Spidey. Some suit powers may prove beneficial for defensive maneuvers, while others provide powerful offensive abilities. However, suit powers may only be used once after every recharging period, so timing on when to use each one is crucial. And while the embodiment of Spider-Man strongly represents soaring between skyscrapers and effortlessly taking down waves of grunts and thugs, no open-world game would be complete without additional side activities and collectibles. When not tackling the completely entertaining and diverse story missions of Peter Parker and his web-swinging alter ego, players can patrol Manhattan for a variety of different crimes taking place throughout the city, and nearly each and every side activity or collectible obtained grants players with specific tokens which may be redeemed for new suits and gadgets. Marvel's Spider-Man oozes with excitement and incredible playability. While the various item collecting, side missions and activities, and main narrative altogether may not exceed past the 25 to 30 hour mark, the sheer enjoyment from swinging through the streets and fighting Manhattan's most notorious supervillains is worth the full price alone. The combat when suited up as the web-swinging hero takes some familiar mechanics and ups the ante significantly, while the sheer velocity of swinging between buildings is nothing short of therapeutic. All in all, I think it's safe to say the torch has been passed for the best superhero, and quite possibly one of the best action-adventure games the industry has ever experienced. Once again, I'm Chris with RagingGazebo.com, and we hope you've enjoyed our look at Marvel's Spider-Man.